The biggest one in history. You might want to get a guide if you're not familiar with the area.
You interfere with the mixing process if you don't keep your voice down.
The biggest one in history. You might want to get a guide if you're not familiar with the area.
You interfere with the mixing process if you don't keep your voice down.
Error.
The ability to not get lost
Biggest
in sort of
one in
talent.
history. You might want to get a guide if you're not familiar with the area.
You interfere with the mixing process if you don't keep your voice down.
The biggest one in history. You might want to get a guide if you're not familiar with the area.
You interfere with the mixing process if you don't keep your voice down.
Okay, hello. I gotta rearrange some shit.
Ability to not get lost some sort of talent.
Error.
Okay,
You might want to get a
Think.
guide if you're not familiar with
everything
the area.
is working. Let me
Interfere with the
make this
mixing
smaller.
process if you don't keep your voice
The
down.
biggest one in history.
Why doesn't things work when I want it to work?
The ability to not get lost some sort of talent.
Anyway, we're gonna do the Skirk story today because I need the math and I kind of want to do it. I heard good things about it.
You might want to get a guide if you're
Heard
not familiar
some
with
good
the
things
area.
about it. Oh, here we are.
You interfere with the mixing process if you
The
don't
ability
keep
to not
your
Biggest
get
voice
lost.
one
down.
in history. You might want to get a guide if you're not familiar with the area.
Also, I'm trying something,
Interfere with
which
the
probably
mixing
isn't a good
process if
thing,
you don't keep
but
your voice
okay.
down.
Let me just
The ability to not get lost some sort of
Let me
talent.
just check.
One in history.
I think it's fine for the most part. But let me just put it here. Okay, here we go. Let's start. No more stalling. 39 days. This is the story. Accept. Listen to Paimon's advice. Is this a new Paimon?
Over there. What's up with you today?
Yeah, why does it sound so
You
muffled?
feeling okay?
Wait,
We've been traveling all over lately, so maybe you've come down with something. That's it. We're getting Baiju to check you over.
she sounds different and less bad. Is the voice actually live? I can't tell. Where am I supposed to go? We're going to. Oh, why are we going to Liwa? Why are we going to Liwa? Eh. Eh.
Where do we come from? And where are we going?
Anyway, let's go. What's my resin looking like? 46. I think I'll do it after. Man, walking feels so bad now after being
Baiju wasn't in
pampered
his
by
shop.
Veresa.
Oh, you're looking for Dr. Baiju. He's resting today, but he said to send any patients to the back room.
Ah, okay. Thanks. We'll head on through.
Okay. How do I go to the back room? Ah. Oh. More like side room. More like to the side. Yellow. Ah, look, we have a special guest. So Cheng Sheng is not voiced. Okay.
Traveler, Paimon,
Baizu's
welcome.
voiced. Nice.
What can I do for you?
It's the Traveler. She looks absolutely beat these days. She has these huge dark circles around her eyes.
Yeah,
and she
can't
hasn't slept
sleep.
a wink.
Yep. I can't sleep. Real and true.
And she keeps spacing out. You have to call her name several times before she snaps out of it. What do you think it is? Is she sick?
She's dying. That's what's happening. Oh. Is Traveler prone to sickness? I find this surprising. Yeah. How is this a thing? Also, I probably should do like a little bit of test. Oh, how do I?
Very peculiar.
Okay, let's not waste
In
much
all
time.
the time we've been acquainted, this is the first time you've come to me with a health complaint. Come, let me take a look at you.
Come. Ah.
Okay. Paimon does not like that expression, Baiju. It's not serious, is it?
Why is he being so dramatic?
Complexion is good, eyes are clear, breathing is steady, pulse is strong.
Like nobody's trusting you, Paimon. Just because the voice actor changing doesn't mean you are more trustworthy. Stop pretending.
Physically, you appear to be in good condition, Traveler. In theory, your energy level should reflect that. You should be feeling right as rain.
Something is off. It's asleep, I'm
Hence
telling
my
you.
concern. A clean bill of health is usually a good thing, but in this case, it likely means your situation is more complicated. Physical illnesses come with detectable symptoms that can be used to diagnose, medicate, and cure the condition. But afflictions of a non-physical nature, they fall outside a doctor's realm of expertise.
So we gotta go to a mystic.
What do you mean, non-physical nature?
Curses, dark magic, it's hard to say. It could just as easily be a simple case of mental fatigue.
Okay, let's go to Ishwan. Change game.
Why don't you rest here for a bit?
She will fix everything.
Whatever it is we're dealing with, clues to your condition are sure to reveal themselves in time. Once we know the root cause, we can administer the right treatment.
Surely, before, like, unless she dies before that, you know, it will surely reveal itself. I have seen my fair share of mental affliction. To start with some calming incense, a good night's sleep, and good good meal will do you world of good. That's a lot of things.
Chongsheng and I will review the relevant literature for afflictions that present with mental fatigue.
Oh, must be a rare condition if not even Baizhu and Changsheng have seen it before.
Changsheng, okay.
Well,
Forgot how to
all we
say
can do is take
her
their
name.
advice. You look like you're about to collapse anyway. Just get some rest. Paimon will be right here by your side. Fingers crossed you'll be all better when you wake up.
Whee. So we sleep here? Okay. Not sleeping under a tree. Ooh, more fragment. Sky fragment base is cracking down on us. Where am I? Traveler doesn't have voice, I think. There is thick fog covering my field of vision. Kinda, I guess. This feels more real than a dream, but too chilling to be real life. My breath freezes in my throat before I can even exhale it. What the? It feels like my soul has been wrenched out of my body. Wrenched from my body just into this strange, unfamiliar space. Whichever direction I look in, there is no end in sight. And worse than that, I think there's something in the fog following me like a shadow. Creepy. If this is a dream, how long till I wake up? And if it's not, then where in the world am I? What's up with this? Oh no. What is that? Something just pierced through the fog and stabbed me in the back. But there is no blood. Simmune! Oh, that kinda went through. The strange light coming from the wound, and I see this. What was that? I see this familiar looking spike retaining back into the darkness, retreating back into the darkness deep inside. It feels like a part of me is missing, and now another wave of fatigue is washing over me. Yee.
Traveler! Traveler! Rise and shine! Time to wake up! For once, you're making Paimon look like an early riser. It's already afternoon. Hopefully all that sleep did you some good. Feeling any better?
Yeah. I need you to check if there is a cat in my back. It was a dream. That is no cat.
What? Did you scratch yourself in your sleep? All right, let Paimon take a look. Nope, nothing there. Wait, did you have a nightmare? Okay, don't panic. Paimon heard that dreams tell us what we need by showing us the opposite. So, if you had a nightmare, maybe all you need is something to cheer you up. Come on, Paimon will treat you to something yummy.
I don't think that's what she meant, but Apparently she meant just need something to cheer myself up. What the hell? I mean, it's Paimon. She can't say anything deep, right?
What? So,
That is too big.
in
The
this dream,
lighting,
you
whole
were trapped in a
it looks so
weird
different.
place with thick fog everywhere.
Foods are
And then
kind of
a
glowing.
spike came out of nowhere and stabbed you in the back?
Yeah, kinda. It felt like it went through though.
Oh. Okay, well, that's a new one. Are you sure it was a dream? Because from the way you describe it, it sounds like you were really there. But then again, you woke up right where you went to bed. And you were definitely in a deep sleep this morning.
Maybe it's just a lifelike dream. I don't think so.
It's decided.
It was
Paimon will stay
Skirk
up and watch over you
trying to
tonight.
call us over.
Anyone tries to mess with you, Paimon will beat him up.
Surely. You're not just gonna hide behind the freaking pillow or
We'll
something.
wake you up first, and then we can beat him up together.
That sounds like together, yes. Sure. Princess' way of putting me at ease. But what I saw, it's still bothering me. That dream was so chilling, and it almost felt like there was there's something watching me from the corner of the world, even now. Maybe it was a broadcast. Something stabbed me in the dream, but when I woke up, there was no wound. Still, if I focus on that area, it feels vaguely aching, almost as if deep underneath the flesh something. What
Something is missing.
was that?
Did you just say something?
Yeah, that too.
The flesh remains
Wait,
whole, but
she's
the
here.
soul is incomplete. Left unresolved, the mind will wither away along with it.
Oh my god, she's basically a part of my soul. Help!
Ah! What the? Wait! Paimon remembers you! Your child's master! Skirk?
Bruh, she forgot Skirk. I mean,
Right!
dumbass.
What are you doing here?
Dumbass.
The last time we saw you was at the Primordial Sea in Fontaine, right? But then we left and never learned where you went after that. Child's been looking everywhere for you, by the way. What brings you to Wanmin Restaurant of all places? You came here looking for us? And were you the one behind that hocus pocus just now?
Tell me, what is it that you saw?
Yep, ignore Paimon. Just ignore Paimon. Yeah, I saw something that looks like purple. Reminded me of
Tight-lipped,
you,
huh?
yes.
I suppose that's fair.
She's not saying anything. Oh.
You, I'll take a glass of wine.
Oh, of course. Coming right up.
And she looks so out of place here.
We make this one in-house. It's not too strong. Enjoy.
Yeah.
Chef Mao, I'll take a grilled tigerfish over here.
Coming right up. Ah, if I knew we'd be this busy, I wouldn't have approved Shenhe's vacation.
No. Let her
At the
take
end of the day, what
vacation.
happens to
You are
is
double
of little
time.
consequence to me. I'm not here to try and win you over. Trust me or not, the choice is yours. If you want my help, now's the time to speak up. You have until I finish my drink.
What do you know about this situation? Why are you here? That's the main
I was
question.
investigating an abyssal disturbance in the area and happened to notice you.
Huh.
Part of your soul is damaged, and the wound bears traces of abyssal corrosion. Need I say more?
How?
Neither of those things sound good.
How does she know? And why? It never happened before. Skirk seems to know something, and I've given what I've seen of her strength. I bet she can tell what happened to me.
Well, should we trust her? She mentioned an abyssal disturbance. Maybe that has something to do with what's going on with you. But we could always find a different expert on the abyss to help us out. Yeah, and that thing she said about your soul being damaged is scaring, Paimon. Definitely something we should fix sooner rather than later. Skirk's an interesting one, that's for sure. But from what Child's told us, she doesn't seem evil, at least.
She's not evil, she's the best. What are you talking about?
7, 10. That'll do.
Wait. He's leaving.
Well, have you made up your mind?
Tell her! She's leaving! Or the story will end. What I saw was dark space shrouded in a dense fog that wouldn't disperse. Okay. I have to get off my table for. Okay, back.
So, that's all we know, Miss Skirk. Ma'am, can you help us?
So, you can disperse the fog. I understand. Come
The
find
shape
me
of
in
her
the
face is
Plains when we're
kinda-
done here. Oh, and I left cash for the drink on the table.
I don't know if
Settle
it-
the bill for me, will you?
I don't know if I should call it weird, like shape of faces. Like, I think the hair could do a little bit better.
Oh,
The
okay.
face looks too flat and big.
Huh?
Isn't that too much?
She disappeared.
She's gone, and you missed your time because you kind of told her.
Wait, hold on. You overpaid. Here's your change.
Oh, no. This includes the drink, so it should be the right amount.
I didn't think you two ordered a drink.
Meh.
We didn't. It was that lady who came and sat with us, remember? You brought it out to her yourself.
Did you forget?
You sure? I could have sworn there were only 2 of you at that table.
Yep, you forgot.
What?
What'd you put in their dish, Chef Mao? Some kind of hallucinogenic mushroom? You got them seeing things.
Seeing things? Wait, so neither of you noticed her? Young lady? About this tall? Wearing a purple dress? She ordered a glass of wine.
Oh, now you mention it, that vaguely rings a bell. And it looks like I did open the wine jar, so it must have just slipped my mind. In any case, that settles your bill. Come again soon.
But she didn't overpay, okay. Check, please.
Coming!
Check, please.
Okay, what was going on there? It's like they didn't remember Skirk being there at all. Even Paimon was half convinced we hallucinated the whole thing. But that Mora she left for us was definitely real. Oh, this whole situation is giving Paimon the creeps. But anyway,
Man,
she
the
told us
S
to
are
head to the
still
Gleaming
bad.
Plains, right? Let's not keep her waiting.
Okay, let's go. Let's go. Yep, don't get distracted. I can do those events later. Where is she? Why is she all over there? She's fast.
Whoa! What are all these rift hounds doing here? Huh. Looks like they're collecting something. Oh, let's go check it out.
Is this trial? No. This is not. Oh my god, why Moan is here? I was collecting flowers, that's why.
Deuce on the loose. Do your master's bidding.
Merciless.
But why did it hold? Ah, made a mistake.
Action at the flame.
I'm still not used to playing Skirk. Okay, I'm doing that. They're dead! No! By the time I
So, this is what they were
managed to do it, they're
collecting.
dead.
It looks kinda like...
God remains. Ah. Why is it not? I'm clicking
Yeah.
that.
What is going on here?
From the moment they are born, all beings with great power have an impact on this world. Even if their body is sundered and their soul extinguished, their influence remains. Gods are the most common example of that. The remnants of gods who fell thousands of years ago remain buried deep within the earth, carrying within them a warped will and a dark curse. Together, these remnants form what you call God remains, and it appears that some of those sealed here were dug up and removed. There are traces left, but they're fading fast. What are you doing?
Nothing! Just wanted to make sure you were... real?
What did she do? Sniff?
She's definitely not a ghost traveler. Paimon poked her, and she's solid.
Okay. After I left the restaurant, the others acted like you were never there.
Your life hangs in the balance, and that's what you're fixated on? Strange set of priorities.
Because they're stupid. Why else would someone be like running around Paimon? You know? Makes
It's
sense.
just a trick to avoid being perceived. If someone notices me, those memories are erased. Simple as that. Unlike you, I have no desire to establish a connection with the world. The weak and the lowly have no right to remember me.
What?
They're lucky they only have a few missing memories to show for it. Now,
Man.
can we please get back on track?
Okay. Where were we?
Poking.
Right. The god remains. So, basically, there's now less of them here than there used to be, right? Isn't that a good thing? In our experience, god remains are 100% bad news. A lot of terrible things have happened because of them.
I remember terrible things, but I don't remember what happened. But I remember some quest, like, related to God Remains and being really bad.
Maybe it's a good thing by human standards, but power doesn't come from nothing, and it doesn't just disappear for no reason. The remains aren't just gone. They were taken.
By who? Like, part of my soul was taken?
Very clever, traveler. You aren't the only one who had something taken from you. There are victims like you everywhere. The only difference being, you can speak, and the remains cannot. So it went unnoticed.
Huh.
Something similar happened in Sumeru. Within the span of one night, countless consecrated beasts were slaughtered, and a large amount of the god remains buried in the desert went missing. Of course, god remains are just one of the targets. The culprit is chipping away at sources of power all over this world.
This
including
looks
the Star
bad from
Fortuna
this angle.
above.
Like, that's the shape of her face. I think the jawline kind of... I don't know. I don't know what's wrong. But this looks weird.
Wait, you mean the stars?
Maybe her jaw is too pointy and pointing upwards.
42 of them have died out in the past few months alone. In Conria, people believed that powerful individuals have corresponding Stella Fortuna. Even should that individual fall, their Stella Fortuna would not disappear, but gradually evolve into a new constellation. Yet now, stars are disappearing from the skies entirely, and it's not hard to deduce what's happening to the power they contain. Something has been leeching power from this world like a parasite steals nutrients from a host. And now, it's no longer satisfied with the remains of the dead. It wants you.
Me?
This time, it only took a fragment of your soul. But next time, there's no telling how far it could go.
Yeah.
No
Why?
one knows. All I know for certain is this. Getting back what you lost will not be easy.
Huh. Okay.
Considering how much power this entity has stolen, it must be a
I don't know how long
god-level
this
being
quest
by
is, but
now
I
at
hope I
least.
can finish it.
But
pretty-
that's not the real concern. Souls are fragile things, and yours could easily be crushed if you go up against it.
So you're gonna help us, right?
We're going to help each other. You are my ticket to uncovering this thing's true identity.
Okay.
Well, great! You seem super strong and you know a lot about the Abyss, so Paimon will take it.
Don't get all mushy on me. All I'm doing is helping you get back to normal after a sudden crisis.
Keep your distance, you filthy human.
And I should warn you, getting mixed up with me can have unforeseen consequences. We're on very different journeys. You don't want to be in my debt, trust me.
What?
You help me uncover the truth behind this entity, and I'll help you recover what you lost. This is a transaction, that's all.
Okay,
You would do
okay.
well to remember that.
We're going into the quantum
Now.
realm.
Come along.
Let's go.
Yeesh! You'd think she'd be a little friendlier since she's agreed to help us. But nope, she's just like when we met her in the primordial sea. So cold. Well, whatever. If that's how it's gonna be, then she doesn't deserve our friendship. What she does deserve is a super embarrassing nickname.
Paimon's gonna die.
Paimon's got it. Frosty the Lavender Melon.
You can't come up with something
Serves
good,
that
can
ice
you?
queen right.
That's like...
Anyway, the important thing
Wait.
is that we get that piece of your soul back. So, let's follow her and see what sort of plan she's
Wait
got.
a minute! Ito calls Paimon Lavender Melon, right? Is this some kind of... Okay. Foreshadowing, surely. Enter. We go to the quantum realm.
Whoa! This place is way bigger than Paimon expected.
This is where I live. I
Eh,
suppose it's the closest thing I have to a home here.
why do you live here? That does not look like a place anybody would want to live. It's more like somewhere in the abyss.
It is. I
What?
brought you here because time
She lives
flows
in the
differently
abyss?
in this place.
I did not know that. Time flows differently in this place.
I don't know how much Ajax has told you, but when he fell into this space, I mentored him for 3 months. In that time, only 3 days passed in the outside world.
3 months.
Ajax? Oh, right! That's this child's real name.
Oh,
yeah.
wait.
Paimon remembers him mentioning something like that.
His name is Ajax. I do not remember that.
So, a month here is equivalent to 1 day in the outside world? That should mean we're safe from that power-hungry soul snatcher for now, right?
Maybe. Like, whenever I hear the word Ajax, it just feels like it gives me the PTSD. Ajax. That freaking web development term.
Yes, well, I didn't bring you here just to show you around.
Back-end development.
In the outside world, the Traveler could be attacked at any moment. But coming here has bought us quite a bit of time.
Show you around, or so you are attacked at any moment, but coming here bought you quite a bit of time,
Now,
okay.
We just need to figure out how to investigate that place you saw. The one full of fog. Both your description and the abyssal disturbance I felt point to that space having some connection to the abyss. It could even be a domain similar to this one.
I guess there is mention of she living in the abyss. I just forgot. Like, that's why she doesn't have the legs, right? Legs and hands.
The thief who stole
Fell
that
into the
fragment
abyss.
of your soul is hiding there.
I
But
didn't
the
know she
abyss
could
is a
just
chaotic
live
and
here.
turbulent place. If we want to pinpoint their location, we need to see what that space looks like without the fog. Abyssal power can grant a special form of sight. Have you ever wielded abyssal power before?
Didn't she? I don't know.
Okay. Do you plan to learn?
For now, no. I'm kind of at odds with the abyss. Like, say yes. What is my yes option?
That tracks. All the information you have suggests the abyss is something sinister, and that abyssal power is a wild and dangerous force that always spells disaster.
And you're saying that's not true?
Depends on your perspective. Floods and hurricanes take countless lives too. But if one day you gain the power to control them, what was once a calamity is now just another tool in your arsenal.
Yeah, I don't know if that makes it good though. Is it better now? Yo, we entering YouTube era. I'm testing out. I am testing if I can do multi. So I'm like streaming in Twitch and YouTube. Wait, everything works, right? The sound and everything. I'm kind of scared of playing any music. I don't think I can. If there is any music, I think it will get copyright strike claim or something. So yeah, story is fine.
I'll respect your opinion though. Just means we have to turn to the second best option.
What's the second best?
A little abyss crystal that contains my power.
That's the dagger we
Wear
saw.
it on your head, and we'll be able to perform dream mirroring when we fall asleep.
We sharing dreams? Yo! Dream together.
Dream mirroring?
Yeah, thank you for testing. You can't leave if you don't want any spoiler.
It means experiencing whatever the other person is dreaming. Everything they see, think, and feel. Since you haven't studied the art of using abyssal power and have no plans to
Sharing
jump in the deep end
feelings.
right now, I'll have to do the investigating for you.
Okay.
With dream mirroring, every time you slip into a deep sleep, I'll see with my own eyes whatever scene plays out in your mind. Then, I can guide you through the dream environment, and we'll take back what was stolen from you.
Like when she says stuff like that, it feels like, ooh, she's friends again. But she's gonna kick again. Kick us and like,
You made
don't
it
get
sound
near me.
so simple.
So all I need to do is what? What? Nothing.
Tough to say. This is an unprecedented situation for both of us. Even assuming we do manage to find where this entity is hiding. Like I said, Getting your soul fragment back won't
Yeah,
be easy.
her face is too pointy compared to like Traveler, and Paimon is just round. I think that's why it looks a little bit weird. And the head shape.
To play it safe,
I don't know.
I need to give you some special
head shape
training
feels
first.
weird.
Wait, you're gonna teach her some of your martial arts?
Yeah, we're getting
Does
stronger.
that mean the next time we see Child, we have to treat him like our senior?
Fuck that! Nope.
Do as you want.
No.
For my part, I don't see you as my disciples. You're already a pretty good fighter. All I'm planning to do is build on your current skills and train you for the specific scenarios that I think we might face.
So nothing combat because we're probably not doing anything. Who knows?
But that's enough talk. If you're ready to do this, then come with me. Time might be more lenient here, but that's no excuse to waste it.
Oh, she moves fast. Paimon can hardly keep up with her. So, special training, huh? Kind of a rare opportunity. With your skills, there's not a lot of people qualified to train you. The last time something like this happened was probably anti-Raiden Shogun training, right? Oh, feels like a lifetime ago.
That was like 2 years ago or 3 years ago. 2 years ago, I think.
Skirk seems pretty strong too, though. Remember how she said that the all-devouring narwhal was just her master's pet? Maybe we really will learn something here.
She called her Frosty Lavender Melon. Can we go like... No. Invisible wall. Invisible wall is blocking us. Man. I had to reduce swearing if I wanted to. It moves. Oh, we're fighting. Begin the run. Special training. Special training.
Ready?
Bring it on!
Your training will be split into 3 stages. Testing your blade work, elemental abilities, and reasoning skills. We'll start with blade work. You're no rookie in this area, so I won't bore you with the basics. During your long journey, you've no doubt sparred with a lot of talented sword fighters. Consciously or not, you will have picked up all kinds of techniques from them.
I have music on, right? I have to check.
You bet.
I think I have
There's
music on.
Kaya, Master Jean, Kuching. Oh, and Kazuha, Ayaka. Yeah, we've met sword masters like you in every nation we've been through. You sparred with a bunch of them too, right? Nice to know it's all gonna come in handy now.
Don't get too smug. In sword fighting, techniques alone are not enough. You need a cohesive system to bring it all together. A style or school of fighting. To use the human body as an analogy, your style is your skeleton, the foundation, the framework. Techniques are the muscles and other flesh attached to the bones. This is where your strength comes from.
We're getting a proper lesson. Let's go.
Improving your sword fighting is like growing that body. If your frame got bigger and taller, but you didn't add any muscle mass, you'd be weak and flimsy. Then again, if you packed on pounds of flesh without a big enough frame to support it, you'd end up bloated and unwieldy. You need to do some introspection. Take a good, hard look at your past experiences and figure out which parts of what you've learned are just techniques, and which parts can be used to form your own system of blade work. Only then will you get the full utility out of all your thoughts and observations along the way. Only then will every strike you deliver make perfect sense.
Wait, is that it? Paimon thought you were gonna teach her some cool new moves. Like when you went swoosh and opened a tunnel to another place.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's not gonna teach us
One
that.
day, you'll reach a new level of power where you realize that even that's as basic a trick as any other. But right now, our sword styles are so wildly different that teaching you mere techniques is pointless. There are no shortcuts in the pursuit of power. Failure is your best teacher.
Why are
and
these so
rigor
low
is your
res?
coursework.
Genshin really needs to step it up.
That's all I have to say. Time to make a start. Train until you're satisfied with yourself.
I'm saying that and I don't get FPS. I'm like 50 FPS.
Now focus.
Why am I locked at 50?
Destroy the crystal columns as swiftly as you can.
I don't know if it's actually 50 or the counter is frozen. What am I supposed to do? Hit them? Oh. 15 seconds. I wasn't paying attention. No. Okay. 7 crystal. I did it. There is more. I still don't have C6. So I don't do the sword wave thingy. 900?
This is making Paimon's head spin. Hang in there, traveler!
Are we actually doing 900? Ah, please. Someone. Stop her. This is... We're doing real training now. Click your mouse 900 times. As training progresses, strength improves. 800, yes! Time skip. Character development is here. We have a time skip. One more. Let's go. 900. I did it all by myself. Are you proud of me? Wait, what? There is more. No way. The skill kinda triggers itself.
Stay calm. Use your head. You have to keep it together.
I am trying. My skill is on cooldown. More. $47. I am tired. I am tired. Please. Let me go. $47. Yeah, it's 505. I feel like a new person. Wait, how did the sword change? The sword change. Lol. And if unlocked hidden door in my mind, there is a wellspring of strength on the other side. In my mind's eye, I'm seeing images of friends I've made in Japan there. There are sword styles and technique I have come to know.
This moment will be frozen in
Oh,
time.
not this guy. Don't learn anything from Kaya. That's just bad.
Consider a moment of true mastery that you've witnessed in another person and ask yourself, what lies beneath the surface? What's their guiding philosophy? What's their state of mind as they maneuver their weapon? Now take that and practice it right away with speed, skill, and strength, over and over, until your hand is one with your mind. This is the only path to true growth.
Step on up. Dance with the waves.
He's more like a dancing. More like a dancing, or instead of sword. That was kinda nice though. Why doesn't he have, he doesn't have voice. Eternity go by an instant. The autumn of many years from a single leaf. Thus I shall slice this maple in a flash and ask a question of the age. My sword style, my journey. Why they give me a 4-star sword? That I didn't craft. I mean, I have one crafted, but that's not what I'm using. She's reading. She's reading Yai Miko's.
If you start
book.
to tire, empty your mind, but do not stop. Stay in that frame of mind as you keep up the fight. Get rid of all redundant movements. Imagine your sword is an extension of your own body.
Yeah.
Wield it just as you wield your arms, hands, and fingers.
Yes. It's like, think like that when you're playing also. The keyboard is part of your body. Your hand is a keyboard.
It was on a deserted, moonlit night that the hero approached the vile dragon's limpid lair. Rain Cutter! Feathers fleeting wet, the white heron treads water, a sight without flaw. Master of Inazuma Kamisato art Tachijutsu.
With each slash of my blade, I feel my strength increasing. I don't know if my weapon can contain all this power. You just need a new weapon then. I'm in the zone. Limitless power is surging through me. Now slash all of this at one swing. Yes. Did I pass? Hey, yeah. You slash and swipe. That's too fast.
Huh. Looks like you've made some real progress. That concludes your training session.
Awesome! Paimon knew you could do it!
You just fell asleep though.
How do you feel?
I'm fighting to keep my eyes open. I'm exhausted.
As you should be. Time flies when you're training hard. You've actually been going for several days now with no rest.
Several days?
Yeah. Meanwhile, Paimon's had a whole bunch of naps. But you were so focused, she didn't want to interrupt you.
Go get some sleep.
She didn't eat
I'll be
anything?
doing
That's
the same
kinda...
very soon.
I'm talking
Let's
about
hope you
Paimon.
see that foggy place in your dream, so I can get this investigation over and done with.
Okay. Camp? Where is the camp? Oh, I guess we go to the portal. And there will be a camp. There will be a camp, yep. Rest. I'm falling asleep again. Before anybody else. It always looks weird to see Paimon sleep. Like 2 feet tall. Not even 2 feet. Yeah, we're dreaming together. Yeah. Man, flashbang. Oh my god, my eyes. What is this place? Have been pulled back into the place again. It looks different though. But Skirk said that dream mirroring would kick in when I fall asleep. So why am I back here? No, wait. She also has this in her dream. In closer inspection, this isn't the same dream as last time. It's dark and gloomy, but there isn't a chilling fog that made my hair stand down the end. On end. What am I reading? Hold on, if dreaming is a two-way process, maybe I'm seeing inside her mind while she is exploring mine. If this is her inner world, it's pretty bleak. You can occasionally make out the sound of floating stream, but other than that, so empty. Who's this strange creature? A strange looking creature. Where did it come from? I think it wants me to follow it. Might as well see where it leads. Go, go, go! Whee! Man, following a slow NPC. That looks warm. Wow. Flashbang.
Skirk, why are you skipping classes again? We've talked about this.
Her master?
'Cause he's a crabby old man, and he's a boring old man. I don't like going to his classes.
Wait, is it before she came here?
Excuse me. You shouldn't talk about your teacher like that. It's very disrespectful.
All right, let's not get into a big fight about this. Skirk's learned what she needs. There's no point forcing her to sit through more classes if she doesn't want to be there. But I'd still love to hear about what you got up to yesterday. Why don't you tell your dad all about it?
I guess these are parents.
I went diving, and I saw this huge fish. I never knew they could get that big. It looked kind of dumb, though, with that stupid big fat head. I tried to shake its fin, but it just spat water at me.
Like, imagine listening to Skirk like this. This is insane. What the hell? She's so cheerful. How is she so cheerful?
Oh, and today, I'm gonna go to that prairie up north. There's supposed to be this giant bird there that can spit fire. I bet if I climbed on its back, it could fly me all the way to the stars.
Then I suppose your old dad should get one as a pet too. Otherwise, how are you gonna hear me call you for dinner up there in the stars?
When it's time to eat, I'll come back on my own, Zilly. Anyway, gotta go. Bye, Mom. Bye, Dad.
Wait! Put on a coat at least. You'll catch a cold. I'm talking to you, young lady. You spoil that child, you know. Ever since that merchant ship arrived, she practically lives outside. Always going on about exploring the beyond one day, whatever that means.
Ah, let the kid do what makes her happy. Besides, we both know you're all bark and no bite. Come on, our little adventurer's gonna be hungry when she gets back. Let's get started on dinner.
Next memory. I'm out. The weather's wonderful today. Ow.
The stars shimmer high above. But what lies beyond the stars? Mountains as far as the eye can see? An endless snowy plain? Or maybe buildings taller than the sky, like the people from the merchant ship said? I can't be the only one asking these questions. The universe is fascinating. If only I could meet some other people like me. We could set sail together and explore every corner of the world. I'm sick of being a kid. There's so many amazing things out there, and I'm ready to see them all. But for now, I'm starving. Better get back.
Faster! Oh, what's over there? She's gonna get teleported. No. She's not going back home ever again. Something is going on.
Don't let a single one of them get away!
No, please, spare the children! Stay back!
They're coming! Run!
Help!
What is happening?
Eliminate the threat. Take them down.
Don't be scared. Ah!
This way!
We'll never make it!
Fire. There's fire everywhere. What happened?
I told you we shouldn't have trusted these outsiders!
They are robbing the village or something. What is this? Take care of the purple guy.
Why are you doing this? What did we do to deserve this? We welcomed you with our finest food and drink, showed you the best our home has to offer, gifted you cloth dyed by our own hands. And this is how you treat us?
That's usually how it goes.
Run! Save yourselves!
Sad as it is. The history
Captain,
repeats itself.
Zone 3 is clear and we have Zone 2 surrounded.
Begin extermination. Remember the orders from Upper Command. No one is to be left alive.
Rest assured, sir. We have enough munitions to annihilate these savages and burn their entire civilization to the ground.
Good. The only ones who put up a real fight are that man and his wife, correct? What's their status?
We shot the man in the ankles and the wife broke her wrist attempting to fight back. They won't be doing much more fighting. They're holed up in their home for now, but they won't last long. To prevent them from making some kind of last stand, we're planning to clear out the other zones first so we can send a bigger squadron to surround them.
Well, well. Turns out some of these beasts do know how to use their claws. Now the threat these savages pose will be undeniable.
Because this stuff Skirk's
Let them
parents,
cling to what's
maybe?
left of their lives for a little longer. Once the other zones are cleared, I'll cut off their heads myself.
Smells like something is burning. What's going on? Please make this
Dad?
black.
Mom?
Please.
Skirk, you're all right? Thank heavens.
I'm so happy to see you, sweet girl. But you need to go. It isn't safe here.
Yep.
They'll be back any second.
What happened? You're bleeding a lot. Dad? Mom?
This is the place. Alert all units. Prepare to surround.
Run, Skirk! Run as far away as you can. Don't trust anyone.
I guess that's why. That's why.
Your dad and I, we're not afraid to stare death in the face, but we need you to survive. My clever girl, so curious. You're already so brave. I know you're going to grow up to be such a positive light in this world.
Whenever you miss us, just play this song. Remember, life is a gift. Don't let darkness claim it.
Break down the door! Look what we have here. A savage that can pluck a tune. Well, the show's over.
There is music, right? Yep. Kinda low.
You! Stop singing! Shut it! I said shut it or I'll make you! Fine. Have it your way!
We're not gonna get any visual, just silhouette. She can play the guitar! Nowhere. I think I've seen this guitar before, but it looks familiar.
You're awake?
Think about it.
I found a few clues while you were asleep, but it's only a start. Now, time for the second stage of your training. This time, the focus is elemental energy. Come find me when you're ready to begin.
Okay, master. I need to increase the music volume a little bit, I think. Special story mode. No, I don't wish to leave, but I do wish to change my settings. Can I please change my settings?
Man, staying in the abyss feels so surreal, don't you think? No day and no night. It's like time hardly exists.
Kinda
If we
peaceful.
weren't careful to keep track, it feels like we'd have no idea how long we've even been here. Well, except for the fact that Paimon still gets hungry like clockwork. You go do your training. Paimon's gonna grab a bite.
Kinda wanna eat something too. I'm ready.
The way I see it, the pursuit of power is divided into 3 stages. The first is mastering the use of standard weapons. Next is learning how to harness natural energy. And after that, you're free to challenge even higher dimensions.
What
the
are
natural
dimensions?
energy of Tevat is, of course, elemental energy. But that's not my area of expertise. I draw from a different source of power. Abyssal
Different
power,
doors.
yes.
Abyssal? Oh.
Also known as the power of the Void Realm. My master, Sertologi, is a true expert in that area. After all, he was one of the group of 5 that infamously stole the all-encompassing power of the Abyss, an act for which the people of Conria gave them the epithet, the 5 Sinners. The elemental energy of Tevat, on the other hand, is derived from the power of the Light Realm. These 2 forms of energy exist in direct opposition to each other. Suffice to say, there's not much I can teach you this time.
A lot of S in these. And my ear hurts. Something favorable to power you use. Seems as it's related to cryo in some way. It is cryo. We
keen
got scammed. We
observation,
didn't get quantum.
traveler.
We should have gotten quantum.
Call it respecting local norms. The Abyss stands in direct conflict with the will of this world. So, to make my life easier, I disguise my power to make it appear cryo-like in nature.
Sure.
It's a technique I learned from some Conrian ruins, known as the 7 Shifting Serpent. If you ever change your mind about delving into abyssal power, I can teach it to you.
Abyssal power doesn't suit me. I have the ability to purify abyssal power, yeah.
So I've heard. You seem to have a knack for removing abyssal power.
You should remove abyssal power from Skirk and see what happens.
But is purification really what's going on there? Like I said, power does not simply disappear.
What does this
Just
mean?
thinking out loud. Let's focus on your elemental training. That's what's gonna help us if the situation gets tricky. True growth comes from adversity, but only if you make the choice to pick yourself up again every
Maybe
time
part
you
of
fall.
the soul is missing because she purified.
So, it's time to push yourself to the limit, and then keep pushing. This is the only way to advance at pace.
Okay.
Use the power of
Okay.
Animo to clear the field as fast as you can.
Animo now. Come here. So I can swirl you.
Windblade!
Why are you leaving?
Yeah!
No, that did not work. Training
Observe
run
your surroundings.
complete.
Look for things you can use to tilt the scales of success in your
Come here.
favor.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do from the beginning.
Be gone!
No, that did not swirl with fire first.
Windblade!
Should have swirled with fire first. I guess I started it from the wrong direction. Why are you leaving? Guy does not have a shield, starts leaving. Come here. Yep, come here. Oh. Now he's taking shield damage. Very sad.
Prepare to be blown away!
I altered wrong both times. Train the elemental power one by one. Now Hydro.
Use the power of Hydro to destroy the spikes.
Yeah, pew pew pew.
Water jet!
Faster. Don't give them a chance to strike you. You need to be quicker than you were in your dream. You can't afford another injury like that.
Oh, the thing that went through me. I mean her.
Water jet!
Technically.
Ha! Go! Ha!
I'm not hitting them, it's too far away. No!
Water jet!
I got hit!
Go!
You need to understand what makes you special. The ability to wield elemental energy without a vision and switch between the elements at will. It means your aspirations need no approval from the gods. Your power is not bound by the rules of this world. So be bold. Do not be afraid to chart your own path.
Deadpan. Graceful as wind, tough as stone, nimble as lightning, flourishing like foliage. I can feel the power of the element flowing through me, sometimes as peaceful as a flowing stream, other times surging like a raging river. If I close my eyes, I can almost hear their voices, but it's not like some wild beast battling me. For domination, it's more like saying hello to an old friend. Why can't we
Very
do
good.
that?
It seems you've reached a deeper level
Only
of
in
connection
cutscene.
with the elements. Long enough for you to lose yourself in your training, which is a good sign. Relentless practice with the elements has drained all your strength, but it's also what allowed you to make progress. Get some rest. When you wake up, we'll proceed to the final stage of your training.
Should I talk to her after? Don't know. More story about Skirk. What happened after? I want to know episode 2. Go to sleep already. Second episode. Coming right up. Yep, this place again. Hi. Did you bring me here? Who are you? This is Skirk. Surely, for memory. He has a dagger. No response. The strange creature just floated away. What is that thing? What is it doing in Skirk's inner world? And where is it taking me this time? Where is it taking me this time? Flashbang. She's taking us to flashbang after. Ah!
What is the secret to power?
Sartology. The foul.
Longing. Hatred. Self-preservation. No. It is fear. The fear of losing those you love. The fear of watching your home burn. Fear of loneliness. Fear of death. Fear is the source of evolution. It forces humanity to adapt to their environment and overcome hardship. It is in the process of prevailing over our fears that we surpassed first ourselves and then the rest of the world. That fear is now part of you. It calls on you to evolve. And it is time to answer.
Ow, it hurts. It hurts. Close your eyes.
Any minute spent missing home is a minute wasted. Practice your sword work instead. Do not make me tell you twice.
Bruh. She's hurting. What are you doing?
But, Master, I can barely lift the sword anymore. If I keep going, I feel like my wrist is going to break.
So it has not broken yet.
Yeah.
Then pick up your sword and keep practicing until it breaks. I want to hear the cracking and splintering of bone.
What is wrong with you?
After all, bones can always be reset.
Now she doesn't even have a hand. All your fault. Everything's gone black.
Good, Skirk. Once again, you survived. How do you feel?
Cold and pain.
These are signs that you are adapting to the abyss. Each time the flesh is torn and the spirit crushed, each time you claw back from the brink of death, you become stronger. I now understand why these people sought to destroy your homeland. Your potential goes beyond even what I could have anticipated.
Who are these people, though?
But you still have much to learn in your pursuit of strength. Your mind is rife with distractions. From now on, I shall show no mercy in your training. You must learn to shut out all the pointless emotion, crush the self that makes you weak, and become master over your physical form. Get up, Skirk. Wipe the blood off your face. Cut away the rotten parts of your flesh, and mend what is broken. Then take up your sword.
She's dying. You're going to kill her. But he failed. Skirk's still alive. But man. That wasn't very eventful. Dream is over, but I can get the suffocating, oppressive feeling out of my head. I have so many questions about Skirk's past. Where does she come from? And what does she be doing? going through.
Hopefully you got some good rest. Skirk said to tell you that she's ready to start the final stage of your training.
Final
so,
stage?
wanna head over now?
I really want the answer. But right now, it's vital that I complete my training. When you complete your training, fix the problem, she's gonna leave and you won't be able to ask her anything. Right? Once that's done, I can find a chance to talk to her. Okay. More training! Master, I'm here!
From your training so far, you have gained better command of the sword, and more control over your elemental abilities. That's only part of it.
Yes.
Experience is the real teacher. Your journey, the friends you have made, the dangers you have faced, these have taught you more than I ever could. Now, it's time to focus on how you react under pressure. You must be able to think rationally, even in unpredictable combat situations. To simulate this, I'm going to attack, and you're going to block.
Ah! We're fighting Skirk! What the hell? Help!
Ready? Not bad. That defensive stance looks near unbreakable. Just like your brother. Oh, that reminds me. You still don't know what happened to him, do you?
She knows? What? She let her guard down. Mistake.
Hey, no fair! That's cheating!
You think every opponent has the same moral code as you? You can denounce their deplorable methods all you want. But only if you live to tell the tale. The dead don't get to complain. Strong emotions will always arise in combat. Anxiety, anger, fear. But a true warrior is never at their whim. Only when you are free from the influence of emotion can you make the right choice, no matter the situation. How amusing. Almost sounds like you think you know me.
We got some sneak peek.
But you don't. You can choose your own path. We are not the same. Let's begin. Try to use reason over emotion. Make the most rational and advantageous decision in any given moment. This is your final training session. Look alive.
I'm trying.
Same drill as before, but this time I'm going to interfere. Hold your focus.
What do you mean? Oh, the red circle is going to appear. As long as I'm not in the red circle, we should be fine. 9 minutes, 9 seconds, not 9 minutes.
Water jet!
9 seconds. Ah, get up, get up! Multiple spike aim and fire in 8 seconds.
Water jet!
Am I in? Eh. What the hell? I get out, what?
Water jet!
Where are the spikes?
Water jet!
Why am I not hitting them? It has a max range. Oh my. I should be safe here. I don't see the spike there behind me.
Not bad. Better than I expected.
It's not easy to control my emotion. The battle is overwhelming, but if I can just focus all of my attention on what my opponent is doing and how I should respond, it's almost like my emotion take a back.
You're getting the hang of it.
Yeah.
The first step to controlling your emotions is controlling your mind. You want a unified train of thought. It all comes down to focus.
Focus in the battle. Don't think about bullshit. I think it's working. I can choose to tune out anything that isn't relevant to the battle, but I think I'm still pretty far from having a full control over my emotion.
Your mind is rife with distractions. From now on, I shall show no mercy in your training. You must learn to shut out all the pointless emotion, crush the self that makes you weak, and become master over your physical form.
Skirk went to this kind of training too, didn't she? How merciless does the training have to be to make someone substitute all emotion for pure reason? Yeah.
Stop. Let's pause here. One look, and I can tell your mind has wandered. That's to be expected. There's a limit to how long a human being can concentrate on one thing. Staying calm and focused sounds simple in theory, but in practice, it's more demanding than sword work or elemental abilities.
Yeah. Now that I've stopped all the emotion I was suppressing or rushing back to the surface. Pain, exhaustion, frustration, doubt, but exhaustion is the main one. I feel like I could fall asleep on the spot.
Get some rest. No point training further if you're already dead on your feet. Like I said at the beginning, the only goal of this training is for you to reach a point that you're satisfied with. You managed to push past your limits, which is a good start. You can be proud of that and sleep well knowing that you've earned it.
Yeah, we got a chest, not even precious. You stingy. Not even a precious chest after. Can you talk?
Warriors will train day and night to perfect their skills. But when the battle comes, their fate may be decided in a matter of minutes.
Getting one tap. You train for 4 years, then you got one tap.
One mistake, one moment of hesitation. And just like that, all their blood, sweat, and tears were for nothing.
Nothing.
You need to push yourself to perfection, or you might not even live to regret it.
Anyway. The final mirroring. Looks like I'm back in Skirk's inner world. It looks like daytime though. I don't see the strange creature this time, but I think I can navigate this space on my own now, even without it here to guide me. I don't know how to leave, so I'm stuck here until I wake up. Can't hurt to take a look around while I wait. Okay. Yo! Thank you for the raid. How was the stream?
Skirk is amazing. She faced down that terrifying giant and cut its head clean off.
Oh, she got hurt though, didn't she?
Is it from
I heard it was
present or
pretty
past?
Yeah, well, that's a given. But the moment she was on the mend, she got right back to
Yo,
practicing her
Epic. Why
sword
are you
work.
playing, Recon? Are you playing? Why are you playing Ozu?
I heard Master suffered a grave injury once too. Lost an arm and a leg and still came back stronger than ever. Skirk's becoming more like him by the day.
Yeah. Nice. Did you set any score? I think this doesn't work anymore. The clipper, yeah, it doesn't work anymore.
Incredible. I wonder if I'll ever reach their level. They're always so resolute,
Set a different amount
so
today?
unshakable.
Nice. It's a good session. It's always nice to have a good session in also. You can't call. You can like have it every day. What was the thing called? I was reading something. You can like have it every day, but when you have it, it's really good. It's fun. Good days. I'm trying to do the Skirk story. Do you play Genshin by any chance? I think I saw you play Nikke before.
Pathetic. You're not even trying. You're so much weaker than you think.
Wait, that's a dagger now. We have a dagger.
Skirk, have you become a positive light in this world?
Who are these? I mean, I think she's thinking about the past while training. And the hand is gone, so it's pretty recent. I played Genshin for like a week when it came out. I didn't like it.
Do you even remember how many of us perished in that fire? How many bodies were left to rot on the scorched earth?
Yeah, she feels
Yet
guilty.
you alone live on.
I think the first month or first 2 months of playing Genshin was really good.
Keep
But
your gaze fixed on
Genshin
your
never
blade.
peaked
You
that.
don't deserve
Peaked like
to
that
rest.
for me ever again. Still chasing that.
I have so many questions. I just want to jump in a spaceship, explore the whole universe, and get answers from the stars. I just need to wait till I'm grown up. Then I can do anything.
This is kind of late. I played a lot of gachas at the time, so Genshin just got tossed to the side. I didn't used to play gacha. Like Genshin was the first one. I didn't even know gacha existed before that. Genshin was the first one, and I explored a lot. And it was like right after semester break, I started playing, so I had a lot of free time. And the game looked so good at the time. Now it kind of falls apart compared to other ones that have better graphics. But it was good.
Now, you must bid farewell to who you were in the past and become someone stronger.
I think Sun also does not like Genshin.
Run! Skirk! Run! Only death awaits
Most of the
us
people
here.
I talk to
Keep
does
running,
not play Genshin.
and don't
It's kinda
ever
sad.
look back.
At this point, it's not really worth it. I think the story is kind of keeping it together. Other than that, it's kind of falling behind. So this is pretty recent. Oh,
Let's
Alice?
see here. First things first, you need a new identity.
Huh.
Going around telling people you're from somewhere beyond the stars won't do, now will it? How about saying you hail from beneath the earth instead? As the Conrian saying goes, venturing out into the universe and down into the abyss are the same in that both are braving the dark unknown. Well, I'm a visitor on this planet, so I'll follow the rules.
I'm kinda surprised.
Splendid. That saves me quite a bit of trouble. Let me offer you a piece of advice in return, although it might not be what you want to hear.
We're probably gonna get Alice soon, though, next patch.
I know the pursuit of strength is important to you, but taking a moment for yourself every once in a while
She's
is
probably gonna
never
look
a
like
bad idea.
Harda.
Ignore her existence for too long, and there will come a day
Wait,
when...
what did I miss? Perception is important too, but taking a moment for yourself once in a while is never a bad idea. Oh. Oh yeah, that's true. You can no longer hear her voice. Yeah, the little Skirk sounds so different from the current one. It's like a whole different person. Whole different person. No guitar today. The dream is over. I can hear the crackling of fire in the distance, and there is a fragrant aroma in the air. Grilled meat? I don't see any meat. More like fish. Is this what you're talking about?
You're awake! You must be starving, right? Ta-da! A barbecue feast just for you!
I'm kind of...
Of course you are!
I want to
That's
eat
why
something in
Skirk
real
and
life as
Paimon
well.
got this all ready for you. Dig in! Before it gets cold.
So you're best friends now?
Oh, well, if you're around someone long enough, it's bound to happen. Plus, Skirk can cook. So, Paimon decided she could forget the whole Ice Queen thing. Paimon's not one to hold a grudge.
She can hear you.
Here's an idea. Let's save the chit-chat until after the meal.
She can hear you, Paimon.
So full. Okay, it's Paimon's turn to sleep now. Wake her up when it's time to go.
I'm going to sleep, and she's gonna miss everything. Nice. That's how it goes.
I have good news.
Good news?
First, your training is complete. You have what it takes to wield immense power. Now it's just a matter of putting it into practice. Continue to learn from your journey and hone your skills against formidable opponents. Second,
So this is the finale.
I've
We're going
located
to
the
fight the
culprit we've been
boss.
searching for. Next, we just need to retrieve the missing part of your soul, and our business will be concluded.
A lot faster than
When
expected.
Ajax trained with me, he once told me he was bursting with questions. So I allowed him to ask me 3 of them before he left.
3 only?
You and I may never meet again, Traveler. So if there's anything you want to ask me, now's your opportunity. Just like Ajax, I'll answer 3 of your questions.
Only 3 though, why? After spending time with Skirk's inner world and witnessing her memories, there are so many questions I could ask, but most important one is, are you really from Tibet? No, I mean, isn't that obvious? Why are you asking that? I'm gonna grab some food and lurk, have fun. Thank you for the raid. Have a good food, or like lunch, dinner. Have a good meal. Yeah, that's the word. My brain is not braining. Thank you for the lurk.
Okay, not the angle I was expecting. What makes you ask that?
This is the obvious answer. You asked the most obvious question. You dumb. I'm sorry, I didn't tell you earlier. While we were dream mirroring, I think I saw your memories. Now I tell you because it's done. I know everything. This is the first time since Skirk break her composure. I guess it really took her by surprise.
I knew that was a possible side effect. Closed off my mind to you for that exact reason. Even with the dream mirroring, you should have seen nothing but endless darkness.
So she was just okay with us being in freaking darkness. The best. The entire time while she is exploring the mirror. No. This card didn't share those memories with me on purpose. And in fact, she tried her best to keep them from me. Wait, speaking of Elder Darkness, on my first time, there was all I saw until the strange creature cat appeared.
Whatever. Must have been a flaw in my execution. I shouldn't be too surprised. Due to some recent circumstances, my self-control has been lacking as of late.
What happened?
Since you've seen what you've seen, there's no reason to hide the truth. All I ask is that you keep it a secret.
Deal!
No, I'm not from Tevat. I'm from a different planet. And there was a time when I journeyed through the stars. A lot like you in some ways.
The Descender. Like me? You mean also a Descender?
No, we're different in that respect.
Not Descender?
You're influencing the fate of this world. But me, I'm just passing through.
Wait, do you need to be influencing the fate of the world to be considered a Descender?
Several hundred years ago, my master, Sertologi, opened the border between worlds and sent me here.
Eh?
But this is not my home. And one day, I'll return to the vast unknown of space. So, there you have it. On to your second question.
So we don't have any control over it. What's your goal in coming here?
To become stronger. For certain reasons, I need to bridge the power gap between me and my master as quickly as possible. But first, I need to understand the source of his strength.
Well, that's why she's in the abyss. To understand the abyss. So she can draw more power.
To do that, I need to follow in his footsteps. Walk the path he once walked. And somewhere along the way, I'll find out how to defeat him. That is my sole focus and purpose.
Defeat him? Why? Because he made him train you endlessly?
Okay. You have one question remaining.
Skirk goal is to defeat the fowl. I can hear how serious this is for her. I wonder what those certain reasons could be. But given how quickly she blazed through that answer, I doubt she wants to talk about it. I have one question left. What should I ask? Don't ask about your brother.
You make it sound so easy. Ever since the incident I experienced there, I've never stopped searching for Master Skirk and that unknown abyss. But it's been years now, and I've still found nothing.
Maybe I should take them to get child some answer. Wasting one question for child? What?
Well, your last question?
You are a good friend. No child is looking for you, right? Are you going to let him see you?
Hey, Jax. His situation is different than yours. Before you ever crossed paths with me, you'd already encountered many formidable people, studied their techniques, and developed your own skill set. So, during your training, all I had to do was build upon that foundation. But Ajax was so young when he came to me. A complete blank canvas. Children can't help but imitate their role models. In the long run, that would only hinder his growth.
He's not a child anymore, even though he's called a child.
Once Ajax has enough strength in his own right, I will allow us to meet again. Until then, let that motivate him to reach his full potential.
That's a calm and calculated answer, and it's like she was talking about something entirely mundane. I don't know why, but I'm not buying it. She makes it sound like the decision has everything to do with child and nothing to do with her, but what does she actually feel about it? The abyss is completely silent. The domain must get lonely after a while. Not to mention, she said she's been hundreds of years since she arrived in Tibet. And even longer that if you account for how slowly time passes in here.
Unlike you, I have no desire to establish a connection with the world. The weak and the lowly have no right to remember me. They're lucky they only have a few missing memories to show for it.
In all that time, she never established a connection with this world. Was it really because she looks down on the weak? Probably not, but sure looks that way. That should give me a straight answer if I ask. Besides, I already used up my 3 questions. Just have to give me cold hard fact, but I still feel like I haven't heard her true voice.
Wake up your companion. It's time to go. Oh, and everything I just told you.
She's sucking her
Let's keep it a secret from her
She's
as well.
sucking her thumbs. What the hell, dude? No way. We made her do that.
Time to go.
Wait, we're back?
Finally.
We're back.
Where are we headed?
We're going to that area. What's the area called?
Just follow me. I'll open an abyssal rift close to the culprit's location. It will take us to where he's hiding.
Gotta make another of this sword. I don't know if I have prototype. How do I get up there?
Fearless. Wait, this is near the chasm, right?
Yeah, the chasm. I still haven't fully
Yes.
explored this area.
If we enter from here, we'll
A
be
lot
able
of
to reach that
primitive
place
to
from
be
your dream.
had.
You have some experience with abyssal domains by now, but still, this is someone else's territory. Best to proceed with caution.
Don't worry, Paimon's an expert at hiding behind other people for safety. Oh, but, that means you need to stay safe, traveler.
All right. Remember your training. Time to put it to use.
Remember your training! My CPU is going kind of bonkers, why? Why is it going bonkers? This is like a whole new place. Is this trial? Yeah, it is. I don't know how Hydro Traveler works. Should I spam? I think I should spam it a little bit harder. The dark skin, like this, the black, or purple, dark purple. I don't know what the color,
Paimon's just
that
gonna
is.
float behind you. Come on, you got this.
But the other more Skirk outfit is really good. Oh wait, I guess it works.
Water jet.
Hey, what are you two doing here?
So if I charge attack, it shoots out stuff. Not bad, I guess.
Dusty, like an abandoned house. Let's press on.
I think spamming does a little bit. Like it's fast enough, but it's not that fast. So I think trying to time it is not very good. Instead of spamming it is better, I feel like.
Looks like this is a dead end. Did we make it to his hiding place? Ugh, this fog is making it impossible able to see anything!
This should be the place where you were attacked, Traveler.
Wait, is she this skin because I was in that mode? Huh. Nice.
The missing part of your soul should be nearby. Can you sense where it is?
I think she looks a lot better because of these, I don't know, neck piece. The face doesn't look that bad. In the white outfit, it looks bad. Face kind of looks too flat. If I close my eyes and focus on the light that came from my wound back, then yes, I can sense something, but it is nearby. It is nearby, but I can't tell the exact location.
Our opponent must have covered his tracks just in case. Otherwise, you should have sensed it much more strongly.
It knows. Rift.
Hold on! Look! The spikes are back!
Stay calm. Let's hold back a little. Give our enemy some wiggle room so we can see what we're dealing with. If you're too reckless, we might be playing right into his hands. Our enemy took part of your soul for a reason. It's likely he integrated it into his attack somehow. If we're smart about this, we can track it down.
I wish this was the default. It would look a lot better. And to go into the white mode when you're like in the other mode or something. Now what? Now what? Oh, here it is. Oh my god.
From the start, the attacks have been focused on me. Trying to break through my defenses? I see.
She has shield! This one! What? No, she got stabbed! What is this?
There. I got it back.
Is that why she let her get stabbed?
Traveler! Skirk!
Aw.
What happened? It looked like Skirk just got...
In the Guili Plains, you asked me why this enemy chose you as his target. Now, the answer is clear. It's not just the fact that your strength is impressive. It's also because of your ability to, as you put it, purify abyssal power. Whatever that actually means. The fact is, that ability allowed him to do something that should have been completely impossible. Namely, break through my defenses and steal my power.
What? Steal her power? She's powerless now? Did we get a nerf version of Skirk? Why does this keep happening? Why does this keep happening? So you're his real target. He was after you from the beginning.
No. He couldn't have known I'd come to his domain. He only stole your soul fragment because he knew the value of its power. I doubt he expected it to come in handy so soon. Call it fate if you want. I believe that's the term they use in this world for arbitrary coincidences like this. In any case, it works to our advantage. Once I realized what he was using that power for, it gave me the chance to get back what you lost. I'll cope.
Yeah.
Well, done gorging? Good. Time to answer some questions. How did you get the power of the all-devouring narwhal?
Huh?
The all-devouring narwhal? Oh, of course! Paimon knew that spike thing looked familiar. It looks just like that narwhal's horn!
I highly doubt you acquired that power through your own strength. Tell me I'm wrong. You're desperate enough to scour the land for god remains and whatever vestiges of power you can find. That alone proves you wouldn't be able to defeat a creature like that. Which leaves one possibility. You know my master, the Foul, Sertologi.
The Foul?
That looks like a wolf, doesn't it?
Dares call him foul?
Yeah, why is he so angry?
What's wrong? Bit off more power than you can chew? You're struggling to hold a basic conversation.
Just a little longer. I'm still...
Look! It's back!
Those obsessed with power will let it devour them before abandoning their pursuit. Keep calm and use reason to decide the best course of action.
I was stabbed by one of the spikes while retrieving the fragment of my soul, and in the process some more power was stolen. The culprit is hiding somewhere beyond the fog. I have good understanding of his attack patterns, and from the fight just now, if we pursue him, our chances of winning are high. The Skirk's breathing is weaker than usual. If we attack now, I can't guarantee her or Paimon's safety. It's a hard decision to make. I think we should get out of here. We're never gonna get to the bottom of this.
Wise decision. Final victory doesn't always come after a single battle.
So this is just like a teaser. We get the answer in the main story.
You've got your soul fragment back, so we both got what we came for. Let the enemy draw breath while he can. It won't be for long. Get us out of here, traveler. You'll need to lead the way this time.
Who's gonna open the gate? What the hell? No! We don't have Skirk in our team anymore.
Okay?
The wound is minor. It'll heal in no time. You should focus on getting out of here alive instead.
Uh-oh! Falling spikes! Run!
We're just walking past this. It's fine. I don't even have stamina to dash.
Watch out! Looks like this place is about to collapse!
Ah, I'm stuck. I'm stuck.
So, this guy's power has something to do with the all-devouring narwhal. Did you know that all along, Skirk?
I had my suspicions. That's why I decided to investigate in the first place. But suspicions only get you so far.
She didn't finish. Nah. She didn't finish.
Phew. Oh, we should be safe here, right?
I no longer sense his presence. Can't have followed us out of that abyssal domain. Weaklings like him will find that my power is not so easily controlled. He won't be leaving that place until he's managed to digest it.
I'll do it with its power he even managed to steal from you of all people.
You seem surprised. I suppose that's fair. You've seen but a fraction of what that whale is capable of. That gaping maw could swallow a planet whole. It's called the all-devouring narwhal for a reason. Devouring is what it does best. It can extract power from anything, dead or alive, as long as it manages to make physical contact.
Yeah, when we had our run-in with that thing, Neverlet mentioned that it has an instinct to devour.
Just eats a lot like you, Paimon. Doesn't it sound too familiar? Maybe you can understand what it feels like.
Your dragon friend recognized the nature of its abilities and used the power of Hydro to protect you. That worked because it was in a satiated state, so it was somewhat less aggressive than usual. It's a different story when it has no more power to feed off of. That's when its true voracious nature kicks in. It could devour everything on the planet in that state, which is why I cast it into that void space. But I hadn't counted on there being anyone left on this planet capable of wielding its power. To me, that says he must have encountered the whale a long time ago. Meaning, he must have known my master.
Hearing you say the foul definitely got a reaction out of him.
Exactly.
Why though?
Told me everything I needed to know.
What?
Hence why I said we both got what we came for.
He understood everything? How?
And I believe that brings our
nothing.
transaction to an end. Now that you're whole again, you can get back to your own journey. I'll handle the rest of this situation
But
myself.
don't leave me.
No way! We can't leave now. Something was stolen from you because of us.
And there's gonna be
We
a
have to help you get it back.
Skirk ship hole in the Traveler's Ark.
This isn't my first taste of failure or losing power. When you fall, you get back up again and become stronger. That's how it is.
Okay.
But what if that monster finds you before you're all better?
You should stick with
How
her.
are you gonna get home? It's not like you can just go swoosh and open a door to the abyss again. Not without your full strength. So, sticking with us for the time being doesn't sound so bad, does it?
You said I don't want to be in your debt. Well, I still am.
Fair enough. Then take this.
More?
What is it?
A bag of Mora. Nothing in this world is free. I know that much. I'll leave the planning to you. Hurry up and decide where to go. We shouldn't linger.
We should take Skirk somewhere she can rest.
Boo-boo pharmacy.
Where?
We're linking Skirk to Boo-boo pharmacy.
Paimon gets
Man,
the
I
feeling
miss like
Skirk wouldn't like being around a lot of people.
flight.
Oh wait!
I miss flight
Aisha
from
said we
Wuba.
could
You
rest
have
in
to
the back
walk
room of
here.
the pharmacy, didn't he? Let's head there.
Wait, side door.
Huh. This bag from Skirk has a ton of Mora in it. Does she have a job or something? Wait, no. After what we saw at Wamin Restaurant, that seems impossible. Can you imagine? It would go something like,
Nobody remembers.
I'll be collecting my paycheck now, boss. Oh, sure thing. Wait, who are you? Have we met? Can't hold a job if you make everyone forget about you. So, what did you do to get all this Mora?
She can hear you, Papa. Surely.
Claimed some buried treasure, took care of a few monsters that were causing trouble. Nothing untoward. It's safe to use.
Nobody died for this.
You heard all that?
A sonorous voice like yours is hard to miss. I wouldn't be surprised if the sound of it traveled to the nearest mountaintop.
True.
Then, did you by chance happen to hear Paimon's little, joke earlier?
You mean when you called me Frosty the Lavender Melon?
No, sorry. Paimon totally misspoke just now. She didn't say that at all. It was, a Paimon lookalike. Yeah, she's a piece of work, that one. Always impersonating Paimon and giving people weird nicknames. Okay, fine. The truth is, Paimon didn't like you all that much at the start. But things are different now. You helped the Traveler in a big way, so... What do you say? Friends?
Ugh. I noticed there was only one bed. Go ahead and get some rest.
Hopping!
Wait, what about you?
Hopping! It's fine. There is a lot of space.
I don't get tired, and I don't need rest. I'm going to practice my sword work. That should help me regain some strength.
But your shoulder... Hey, don't just leave! Ah, whatever. Let her tire herself out. She'll come back eventually. Let's get some sleep, Traveler. That comfy bed is calling, Paimon.
And Paimon lives a life. Gets free food, sleeps on a freaking bed. Doesn't pay for anything. Doesn't have a job. Travels the world. What a life. He'll stop and take a break once he gets tired. I hope I should get some sleep too. Is it the end? I mean 2 hours. Probably. Not an Arkham quest, so. What is happening? Exactly, they just... She didn't just get stabbed in the shoulder. Something seems off.
Quiet.
Oh, the voices. The voices. No one is around unless... She's dreaming.
Do you even remember how many of us perished in that fire? How many bodies were left to rot on the scorched earth? Yet you alone live on.
Keep your gaze fixed on your blade. You don't deserve to rest.
Run, Skirk. Run! Only death awaits us here. Keep running, and don't ever look back.
In the dream, I witnessed Skirk was training alone, but there were disembodied voices talking to her. The voices. One of them mentioned a fire. I wonder what happened exactly. If only she could just talk to us. What is that, lava?
Getting an early night's sleep is the best. That bed was so comfy. Wait, Skirk? Have you been sitting out here the whole night? The bed's all yours if you want it.
About 60%. Maybe 70.
Whew! Paimon thought it would take at least a couple of days. That was fast.
No, not fast enough. That's 20% less than last time. Same training regimen, same intensity. Nothing felt different, but somehow the outcome fell short. No, I think the problem's with me.
You? What?
I need to meditate for the next 2 days.
2 days?
Deep introspection should help me find the issue.
Ooh, sounds intense. We'll watch over you in the meantime, then.
Thanks. See you in 2 days.
2 days? Oh, she's gonna float for 2 days? Bruh. Nice to be able to float.
Morning! Skirk is still meditating, huh? It's been 2 days already. Shouldn't she be awake by now? Paimon can't think of anything we can do to help.
There is more?
Oh, wait!
It looks like there's more.
Breakfast! That's it! Paimon will go get breakfast! Skirk is gonna be starving when she wakes up. Be right back.
She's leaving again, so we're gonna get some crucial info. Let's go. Shoo, Paimon, shoo, shoo. Looks to Serene almost like she really just asleep. Yeah, put it on. We're getting wet. You again? What are you doing here? She needs help. Double flashbang. 2 business days. You're blinded for 2 business days. The place feels familiar, but where am I exactly? There are towering cliffs, withered trees, and a strange river flowing from the horizon all the way here, but it's broken up several times along the way, with a waterfall at each breakpoint. Kinda nice. Very peaceful. On closer inspection, color of the water is changing. The closer I get to the lower portion of the darker it becomes, almost as if it's in the base.
That's right. This is Skirk's inner world. Think of it as the threshold between the soul and dreams. This isn't your first time here, but what you remember is probably a space covered in darkness. I only managed to illuminate a small portion for you back then. Actually, it's my first time talking to someone like this.
She's like a Sealy.
I only managed to break free and bring you here because the injury weakened her power. I guess that's why I can speak again, too. Call it fate, if you want. I think that's the word they use in this world for lucky coincidences like this.
That's right? What she said!
Now, before I take you to her, I gotta ask. You're the first outside visitor to ever come here, so what's your impression of this place?
There's so many cliffs and waterfalls.
You noticed.
It's like ups and downs.
This
in
river
life.
represents Skirk's strength.
Strength?
Strength accumulates over time.
Ooh,
It is the
it kinda
summation
is,
of a
yeah.
person's lived experience. So this river is where all the fragments of Skirk's life should converge into a single stream of memories and emotions, flowing forward as one. But as you can see, this river has been severed numerous times. It's because Skirk doesn't like who she was in the past. When all she sees reflected in the river is a disgraceful shadow of who she was, she cuts through water and rock with the sword of reason, severs her connection with the past, and begins anew.
I guess we gotta start rebuilding this. Get some stuff, concrete, metal, we're building a bridge.
You must learn to shut out all the pointless emotion. Crush the self that makes you weak, and become master over your physical form.
No, man!
This isn't my first taste of failure or losing power. When you fall, you get back up again and become stronger. That's how it is.
I see, so it was our logic taught Skirk to replace all emotion with reason, and since then it has been constant process of abandoning, refuting, and erasing her past self. I suppose that's the secret of her strength, secret to her strength. Wouldn't she be stronger if she had a bit more emotion? I don't know, but it's such a sad thing to think about what she has been going through. She's been through. been true. Why does she have to be
The
this
answer
way?
to one mystery invites another question, I see. Let's follow the river upstream. There among the cliffs, among the memories etched into her heart, lies the truth of it all. Soon, you'll understand everything.
And is there any chest here? Probably not. Oh, it's kind of long. I should go get some water. I should go get some water. Looks like a coastline. There you go, guys. They're drawing on the sand. Can I take a screenshot? What files is bigger than 2 mega? Why is it? Why is it bigger than 2 megabytes? Okay. I think I should go get some water while this is in there. While this is playing. Be right back. I am big. Okay. Isn't this a picture I drew for Paimon? Why is this showing up in Scar's memory? Yes. What the hell? Or maybe she drew that as well. Why is she smiling?
I've always thought that, even when falling leaves don't come from the same tree, they can still form bonds of kinship when they meet. Like meteors, you both made a journey through the stars. Both travelers who have landed on a planet that is not your home. Yet, when she first noticed your presence, although she hesitated for a moment, she still chose to walk away, indifferent as ever.
I think about it, it's not surprising at all after what happened to one minister. It's obvious he prefers to disappear from other people's. She hasn't seen Charles in years either. I doubt she ever made a connection with this world of her own volition. What I'm seeing now is a microcosm of her entire life.
Seems like you've answered your own question. Skirk sees herself as a trespasser in this world. She's made a conscious choice to avoid altering its path. But the reason for that decision stems from events much earlier on in her life. Let's keep going. It's still a long way to the source of the river.
How long is this?
You now have what it takes to wield immense power. From this day forth, I shall teach you no more. No one can become a worthy warrior through imitation alone. I have given you fangs and claws. Now, you must learn to hunt.
You wish me to travel the world beyond on my own, Master?
Indeed. Make new friends. Embark on your own journey. And piece together a new future from the shattered remnants of your past. We will still have contact through the abyss. But know this. One day, I will take the life you worked so hard to rebuild and reduce it to ashes. Just like the fire that haunts your mind.
Is that gonna be a boss? I mean, they went so far to design it. Like a black hole inside. Weird.
Why do you do that?
I have told you before, fear is the catalyst for human evolution. You have tasted loss. You have known fear, so deep it can be felt in the bones. But as living beings, we all have an instinct to detach from that which harms us. And thus, pain dampens over time, and the acrid taste of fear becomes but a distant memory. Yet now, I have bestowed upon you the gift of fear eternal. It will drown you in the nightmare of your childhood, or it shall drive you to defeat me, whatever the cost.
The figure next to the Skirk looks familiar. I saw the same figure during the battle against Altiver in Narwhal. Did we?
That is what Skirk's master, the foul Sertologi, looked like at one point in time.
One point?
Of course. As a higher being, physical form is a triviality to him.
Weird.
He could appear as a beast, a human, or even a monster that defies description. The form you see him in here, clad in abyssal armor, is the one he usually wears when traveling through the stars.
I have to think Sertologi and Skirk were just master and disciple, like Skirk and child. Now I see Skirk chose to distance herself from the mute. Humanity suddenly told her to put down the roots here, while at the same time threatening to destroy whatever she manages to create. So anybody who's associated with her will be destroyed.
For certain reasons, I need to bridge the power gap between me and my master as quickly as possible. But first, I need to understand the source of his strength. To do that, I need to follow in his footsteps, walk the path he once walked, and somewhere along the way, I'll find out how to defeat him. That is my sole focus and purpose.
That's what she meant, but I still don't understand why Sertologi would do that. From what he said, he didn't pick up on a conflict between them. I think it's the same thing that Skirk is doing for Child. By not meeting him, Sertologi is just weird. He just threatens her instead to push her forward with fear, I think.
I'll let you in on a little secret. The real Sertologi is terrifying. The scope of his power is impossible to understand until you experience it firsthand. It is, shall we keep going? The scope of his power is impossible to understand until you experience it firsthand. It is absolute. The power to... We've made it quite a ways already. This is Skirk, when she first began training under Sertologi.
I have set your broken wrist. Tomorrow, you're to train twice as hard. No tears this time. Good. Attempting to garner sympathy through tears is a habit of the weak. A pitiful, useless ploy.
Can I ask a question, Master? Why did you save me?
keep thinking, maybe it would be better if I had died. I wouldn't be haunted by that fire all the time. I wouldn't have to go on like this.
I saved you because I have a plan for you.
Are those his nails? What is that? I can't tell. This is like a cape.
It has been too long since I fought a battle that demanded my full strength, and I hunger for it. Every so-called genius and prodigy I have faced has crumbled like sand underfoot. Before me, even fate bends the knee. So, I will teach you everything I know, train you by whatever means necessary, in the hope that one day, you might surprise me.
But I don't want to draw my sword against you, Master.
That's why he gave her a reason.
What you want matters little.
That's selfish.
Among the boundless sea of stars, the cries of the weak are but faint murmurs that disappear into the void. You of all people know that well.
Yes, Master. From that day forward, all she knew was grueling training, emptiness, and fatigue. After some time, her talent bloomed, and she gained control over her emotions, like her master. It was not that human emotion disappeared from her heart, but that reason came to dictate all she was allowed to feel. I suppose it was at this point that she became the Skirk you know today.
When she was a child and never even tried to hide his true ulterior motive. I suppose that leaves one final mystery: what really happened with the disaster back then. Although the final word to Skirk were cruel, cold and cruel, but Skirk's reaction made it seem like it was a truth she knew all along. I have a feeling it all comes back to what happened back then.
We're nearly there. I almost don't want to reach the end. Well, shall we? This is the final stretch.
That's like 3 steps though. 3 separate steps.
These are Skirk's happiest memories.
From the life before?
What a simple and carefree time it was. Wisps of clouds dotted the sky. The sun bathed everything in golden light. And when song filled the air, not even the shyest of flowers could resist swaying along. This is Skirk's homeland. She was so curious about everything as a child, always skipping school to go exploring instead. There was so much to discover. The treasures at the bottom of the sea, the secrets beyond the stars, and that merchant ship packed with adults wearing those strange clothes. Yes, the ship. That was the beginning of the end. It was a spaceship. When it arrived, the people that disembarked wore smiles on their faces and spoke of friendship. They claimed to be merchants from a neighboring planet, looking to establish trade. Skirk's parents, her relatives, her neighbors. Everyone welcomed the newcomers with open arms and allowed them to explore the planet. To them, the visitors were guests and should be treated with hospitality. No one had any idea of what was to come.
Several
months later, an army of unknown origin arrived without warning and carried out a ruthless campaign to destroy everything and everyone on the planet.
The whole planet? Do you even know what a planet
school
is?
That day, like so many times before, so she was not caught in the immediate wave of destruction. But when she came home that day, only fire and ruin awaited her.
What is that? Is that a wing? What the hell is this? I can't tell.
Countless people cried out to her for help. People she knew and loved. Friends and relatives. The little girl who lived next door. The shop owner with the bad leg. The bad-tempered teacher she had made fun of just that morning. Their lives were discarded like worthless trash as the fire consumed one life after another. Skirk was helpless. All she could do was run. And so she did. She kept running until an unexpected figure crossed her path. If Sertology hadn't been there in that moment, the fire would have claimed her life too.
Why was he
there?
there?
She would have remained, left to rot in the
Was he the
scorched
one who
earth,
attacked?
with no answer as to why any of this was happening.
I think if he attacked, he would have told her. No answer.
Because she and her people were seen as a threat. As the initial merchant ship explored the planet, they discovered that it hadn't always had the condition to support life. Yet there was evidence of human activity, even during the periods of extreme heat or cold in the past. Further research revealed that, over time, the people of this planet had evolved the ability to adapt to any type of environment or energy source. For that reason, the outsiders viewed them as a potential threat and decided to eliminate them before the threat could rear its head. And so, the army was called, and the so-called danger was wiped from the face of the planet.
This is like peak stupidity. What?
Senseless, isn't it? Deemed a threat because of a gift they didn't even know they had. Perhaps it was their own innocence and kindness that doomed them. But in the end, that was lost to the blaze as well. If those with power get to decide good and evil, then all you can trust in is the sword in your hand. And so, before death could claim her, she ran. She ran and never stopped. No one wants to relive their most painful moments. Well, that brings us to the end of the story. This is as far as we can go. Skirk is waiting over there. For both of us. Let's go to her. It's time to fulfill my purpose. And my greatest wish over all these years.
Fulfill her purpose? Who sent her? Who sent her? I'm sure there is no chest over here because it's like one-time domain. Yo, bro, I'm here.
So all this, just so you could bring her here?
I have things to say to you. well, to me. I want someone to witness our reconciliation, even if it takes an argument to get there. And she is the best choice in this moment. Her suppressed emotional self, the version of herself she keeps locked in the recesses of her mind, stifled by reason. All those rejected impulses, those discarded aspects of your past selves, they are a part of me now. I am who you used to be. Someone you have refused to face for too long. So, I came to face you instead.
You're wrong. I've faced you all along. And that's exactly why I keep you locked here.
That's not how it goes.
Your existence makes me weak. Moments of joy and longing are when we are most vulnerable.
Putting things behind you isn't facing them.
Don't forget, it was a penchant for goodness over reason that doomed our homeland in the first place. The vastness of the universe renders everything insignificant. Our feelings most of all.
Even so, learning from the mistakes of the past doesn't have to mean erasing everything. Strip yourself of your so-called weaknesses, emotions like kindness and empathy, and what makes you any different from the ruthless soldiers who slaughtered our people?
The difference is that I'm doing what is right, what is necessary. I allow you to exist, but with limited freedom. That is the greatest kindness I can offer. I've shouldered everything you couldn't carry. I rose above the numbness and emptiness, and it was cold, unfeeling reason that brought me this far. It made me who I am. It made me strong.
That is the problem. I want to shoulder those things together. On the grand scale of the entire universe, maybe our feelings are vanishingly small, but why should that mean they don't matter? Emotion gives warmth to the cold expanse of space. It gives meaning to the world around us. Think back to those nights of gazing at the stars. Those afternoons of exploring the unknown. Think back and let them grant you peace. A brief respite from the pressure you put on yourself.
That isn't what we need.
Oh no, she's packing. She put her in an ice cube.
Exactly what we need.
Fight it back.
Aren't you curious about why recovering your strength has taken longer than normal this time?
Finally, you get to the important part. That is the only answer I came here to find.
Then look around. Look at your inner world. You cast aside your dreams and curiosity, and in doing so, you lost your original motivation. You severed all connection to who you used to be, so you can no longer draw strength from your past. Now, the only things driving you forward are fear and survivor's guilt. But these cannot take you far enough. And so, this river, the source of your strength, grows more polluted by the day.
And you think that means I should seek help from a weak little thing like you?
Weak? What are you calling weak? The fact that she transcended time and broke free from her constraint to come and face you, that proves that she's not weak.
Thank you for saying that. I knew bringing you here would be the right choice. To be honest, I'm not here to argue with you. This isn't about who's right or wrong. And in fact, I agree that in order to make it through the wake of that tragedy, we had to distance ourselves from the pain through reason over emotion. But what is right at one point in time isn't always right forever. I know you will never forget that fire. I know the fact that you were the sole survivor fills you with guilt. And I know
that among the voices that haunt you, mine is there too. Because deep down, you know that you didn't turn out to be the person you wanted to be. All those unfulfilled hopes are like knives to the heart. And I don't want you to hurt anymore. So even if you can't accept me, I hope, at least, that you can let go. I keep thinking, maybe it would be better if I had died. I wouldn't be haunted by that fire all the time. I wouldn't have to go on like this.
Your dad and I, we're not afraid to stare death in the face, but we need you to survive.
I'm sick of being a kid. There's so many amazing things out there, and I'm ready to see them all.
I remember. There was a song Mom and Dad always sang when we went out to fetch water. Dancing water. The sand along your path is begging for your song and movement. Will you carry this burden with you on your journey? I am not the dancing water, and you are not the burdensome sand. But if this is your wish, then I will carry you with me until the end.
Yeah, happy ending.
Thank you.
I should be thanking you.
Run, Skirk, run! Remember, leave no one alive!
Heed my words, Skirk. Let fear take root in your soul.
Did you survive? Why was it only you?
Skirk, did you become a positive light in this world?
Hey, this doesn't have to be the end. Life is a gift. Don't let darkness claim it.
It's evolving. Let's go. Is that going to repair everything? Bring everything together. Kinda, I guess.
So, you saw my memories then. I once asked my master if survival of the strongest was the law of the universe. He said no, but in a world without order, those with no moral boundaries tend to be the ones who survive. That's why, after hearing his answer, an idea came to mind. An idea that, one day, I would create a new world order. One in which there would never be another tragedy like that fire. One in which power was not the law of the land. But that means I must defeat him. Because my master, Sertalovji, is, at the core, a defier of all rules and order.
Sounds like you have your work cut out.
Yes. And not just because of the gap in our abilities, but also because I have no reason to see him as an enemy. Although his decision to train me was not made out of kindness, he did everything a master should. He saved my life, taught me the sword and the principles of strength. And for that, I respect him. I know. And it's not something I want. But Master never goes back on his word. I have to treat everything he says as a promise. He's no longer into that, but he sends me messages through the abyss every now and then. Most of them are simple greetings, or an answer to one of my questions. Every time I hear from him, my heart skips a beat. And I wonder if this is the moment where he'll finally appear before me and tear down everything I've built to pieces.
I guess he kind of looks like the second phase of Narwhal, but haven't fought Narwhal in a while, so I forgot.
Maybe that means I do live in eternal fear, just like he said. Yes, I respect him.
He's bubbling like a 7-Up.
But I'm also afraid of him.
And
for that reason, the pursuit of strength consumes every moment of my life. I don't know what Master has planned, but I have to be ready.
I'll help you.
Help me?
Yes.
Why? This isn't your fight.
Because if we want to build the world we both want to see, everyone has to be willing to fight for it. If we all do our part, we can make the entire universe a kinder place. Sure. Nothing else to do. Don't leave it! Man! You can't even... Can I hide myself behind her? Kinda. Kinda, but the... Wait, I can just... hide character, I think that works. But I can't take a screenshot. No! There is no camera button in this game. Stupid ass game. Why don't they have camera button? Oh, invisible wall. It's kinda nice. Man. Look, I can kinda take a screenshot here. Oh my god. Character moves. I missed my print screen button. I missed it. 75% keyboard are bad. There we go. I gotta end. 4:15.
Oh, you're finally awake!
Is it nighttime?
Honestly, Paimon was gone for like 2 seconds and then she comes back and finds you both unconscious? Oh, you scared Paimon half to death. You're both okay, right?
What does it look like?
Looks like his strength is back.
Only water from the source can cleanse the rot and filth that flows from the past into the future. I taught you to incorporate the experiences from your journey into how you fight. I suppose what happened today will become an inseparable part of who I am.
Okay, so Paimon feels like she's missing some important context.
It's okay, Paimon. We know you're stupid.
Whatever. Paimon brought back tons of delicious snacks. Let's dig in.
She could carry all of this. She's strong, apparently.
All right. It's about time we finished what we started.
Huh?
We're gonna deal with this thief for good, right?
Finally.
This time, I'm not going to tell you to hold back. But having digested even more power in the meantime, he's going to be tougher than before. The good news is, we have no reason to pull our punches this time. So, let's go. Same place as last time.
Let's go. I gotta walk again? Oh no. Please. I gotta walk again. I gotta walk again. No. Okay. Wait. Do I take the road? Probably. Yep.
Fearless.
There we go.
The fog is gone! Wait, isn't that the form the all-devouring narwhal changed into? How come he knows that, too?
That's what followers
Really?
look like.
So, you're telling Paimon that giant whale and this guy can both turn into the fowl? How does that work?
It's a subconscious instinct. Any intelligent being who longs for his level of strength is bound to mimic his appearance. It's a natural response after encountering someone as powerful as Master. To them, he represents ultimate power. We know the person before us has encountered Master, and we know he stole a portion of my power. So it's not surprising that he would assume this form.
Okay. Oh, the closer Paimon looks, the more intimidating it gets. Nervalette isn't here this time, so it's up to us. He won't have the nerve to steal again after we're done with him. Let's teach this guy a lesson.
What are you gonna do, Paimon?
Bombs away!
Ow, I clicked E. What happened?
Haven't forgotten your training, I hope.
Water jet!
Where is my... Where is he? Stop hiding!
Mine to wield.
Kinda, the new gulls did a lot of damage. I probably should use the alt new. You're hitting the wrong thing! Why am I not hitting the... My God.
Water jet!
A bit more.
Getting
Be
interesting.
careless. Be careless. Man, why this game is not more than 60 FPS is beyond me.
Haven't had enough of my power. Well then, let's see how much more of this power you can handle.
This is overloading him with power. Bruh. That can be epic. What? Just a guy?
Well, have you come to your senses?
You saw that my body was at its limit. So, you deliberately channeled your power into me, knowing that it would destroy my shell from within. Such power. Such keen battle instincts. So you must be...
Skirk, Sertologi's disciple.
How long has it been? How long has he been away from Tevat?
Hundreds of years.
Hundreds? Sorry. It's a lot to take in. I should introduce myself. I am Skofnungar, a friend of your master and one of his followers. This is the first time I've heard your name, Skirk. But hundreds of years ago, I knew you existed. And I knew you would come here.
Hundreds of years ago?
Sounds like you and Master have quite the history. Care to tell us about it?
Of course. Might as well take advantage of a clear head while I can. The story starts a long, long time ago. I was born into a noble family in Conria. As the eldest son, I was set to inherit our title. But I contracted an incurable illness as a child, and everyone gave up on me. I trained the sword harder than anyone else, defeated all of my peers. But it was all in vain. When other people looked at me, all I saw in their eyes was pity, or a strange glee in my misfortune. Even my parents were just waiting for me to die. Over time, my heart hardened, and I became aimless. That was the point where I met your master, Sertologi. We were similar in age, but different in background. He was born in prison, the son of criminals who had been sentenced to death. He spent his childhood wandering the streets, facing more criticism than the literary works in the Universitas Magistrorum. Yet, he always wore a smile on his face, as if kindness and malice were one and the same, and he could not see the difference. I still remember what he said to me when we first met. You need to fight to survive. Even if it's a losing battle, it should light a fire under you. How can you sit back like this and go down without a fight?
I'm tired.
That does sound like something he would say.
He was the first to acknowledge that I was worth something, and he inspired me to keep going. When we sparred together, it was the first time I actually felt the thrill of combat. When I was 10, he stole forbidden research materials and managed to cure my illness. It was like there was nothing in this world he couldn't accomplish. When it came to the human form, he was always intent on pushing the boundaries of possibility. But somewhere along the way, I fell behind. My talents were nothing compared to his, and at some point, I realized he had pulled so far ahead, I was too embarrassed to even ask him to spar. After his grand endeavor was successful, he sought me out and said to me,
"The sun!"
This planet no longer holds anything of interest to me, so I'm leaving. But first, I have an offer. I can use a power I have just refined to break the curse of immortality for you. Your death was once what we worked so hard to prevent. But the immortality you now face is a different kind of pain altogether.
I'll pass. Immortality doesn't sound so bad to me. Since I can't die, it means I have an infinite amount of time to get stronger. Maybe I'll finally catch up to you one day, and we can spar like we used to.
Are you sure? I cannot say when I will return. Your body, or rather, your soul, might not be able to withstand this curse.
All I can do is try. After all, a wise man once told me, people need to fight for their own survival.
Wise indeed. Nevertheless, if you grow weary of the pain of immortality, and wish to experience a good sparring match before you wither away, seek out my disciple.
Disciple? Never thought I'd hear that word coming from you.
Nor I. But Vedifenir said I was destined to find a disciple out there in the universe, and bring her to Tibet.
Who's Vedifenir? It would be nice to have a memory. It's probably one of the people with Alice, I think.
You know as well as I, Vedifenir's prophecies are never wrong.
Or maybe this is one of the sinners.
Well, now I'm curious about who this disciple of yours will be.
All Vedifenir said was that one day, the stars shall bow in her honor.
Stars shall bow?
Sounds pretty impressive.
Yo.
Of course. Only the most outstanding people would have the right to become my disciple.
Still self-assured as ever, I see. But you're not wrong.
I'll be leaving then. Oh, and if you are serious about getting stronger, I left you a little gift in the primordial sea. As I've said before, walk whatever path you want. Freedom means even the wicked get to make their own choices.
Waiting for me in the primordial sea was the all-devouring narwhal, already beaten into submission by Sertologi. In its weakened state, I was able to cut off part of its flesh and sew it into my own heart.
Your heart? That sounds like torture. How did you even survive that?
He's immortal, remember?
Because, of course, I bear
He
the
forgot
curse
he's
of immortality.
So, you used the curse to turn yourself into a vessel for power. Even with that whale's ability, devouring power like that is not something the human body can withstand. With your body and soul constantly at the breaking point, it was the curse of immortality that sustained you. But that is not the path to strength. You have to pour your heart into it, work for it, dream of it. Instead, you stole something that didn't belong to you, and it backfired.
Beep.
You're right. I should have known better, but I had already pushed myself to my limits, and he was still miles ahead of me. So I had to take a leap of faith. I miss your master. I miss the days when we were all together, troublemakers without a home.
The quest is really long.
I don't regret the choice I made. But
I guess this is the end.
if you'll allow it, I do want to apologize. To both of you.
After the beating we just gave you, I think we can call it even.
You're an interesting one as well. Sertologi's disciple. That's a lot to live up to. It can't have been an easy experience.
Yeah, she's broken.
I know what he's like. He rules with an iron fist, using despair and fear to force you to catch up to him, all the while standing ever out of reach. We're like mountain climbers in the dark, never knowing how much higher we have to climb, or when we will see the sun again.
True. But I made up my mind long ago. No matter how dark it gets, I will not give in to despair. I will overcome it. Besides, after hearing your story, I suspect what Master really wants is not a battle that demands his full strength, but rather a defeat without regrets.
Oh?
I'm buffering.
Since you're his friend, you must have some things in common. The first time we came here, when you stabbed me through the fog and stole my power, I felt no emotion coming from that spike. But when you had to devote all your strength fighting me just now, I could feel joy and passion emanating from your blade. It was the joy of a researcher discovering the truth of the world, the joy of an artist uncovering a temple of wonders.
Artist? Temple of Wonders? What's that reference to?
I'm certain I didn't express those emotions outright. Yet you were able to read them from my blade, like a glimpse into my inner world. You're right. That battle brought me an unbridled sense of joy, and my defeat brings me no regret whatsoever.
Exactly. I think Master also craves a battle like that. One where his opponent forces him to use all his strength, unlock the extent of his potential, and transcend his own limits. A battle to end all battles. After which, all can come to an end, including, perhaps, his life. For that very reason, good and evil are meaningless to him. He has one purpose, one goal: to complete himself. It's one of the secrets to his strength.
Perhaps you're right. Perhaps that is his call. What a battle that would be.
They could have put a little bit more into that black hole. That looks a little bit low budget. It's over. It's dying.
Are you okay?
Too many different kinds of power are surging through my body. The curse of immortality allows it all to coexist, but it does not remove the pain.
Why is my stream buffering? Hello? Internet is fine.
I won't be able to hold on to my sanity for much longer. What a shame. I would have loved to witness that battle. Sir Telogi once offered to free me from this curse. Now, I must ask that of you, Skirk. Can you release me from the pain?
I can, but not through death, if that's what you were hoping for.
What you gonna
It's
do?
not a suitable punishment for your crime. As an alternative, I can take your consciousness, along with all the power you've consumed, and smash it to pieces. The impurities will dissipate, and under the curse of immortality, your mind and body will regenerate. When that process is complete, you will be back to who you were before, no longer tortured by powers you can't control. But it will be a time-consuming and painful process. The decision is yours to make.
I accept. And who knows? Perhaps I'll wake up in time.
The new tier
to
technology,
witness
but
your
it's
great
being
battle
used
with Sir
for
Telogi.
sweat instead.
I have faith that you'll be able
And
to
it's
stand
almost
against
like it's
him one day.
alive.
If we are climbers in the dark, it appears the dawn has finally broken for me. But your ascent continues.
This is nice.
At least, it looks like you are not alone on your journey.
I will reach the top of this mountain, no matter what it takes. And you, Skofnunger, will be my witness at the end of all things.
Grab. Screenshot time. Eh. Okay.
That's finally over.
Precious chest,
Let's get outta
finally!
here.
We didn't get anything. I got one
At least we don't have to make a
stupid
mad
chest
dash for
from
the
the
exit like
training.
last time.
They could have given us a bit more. Gaze in the distant sky. There is nothing else to do here. Should I leave? Yeah. I should leave.
We did it! Ah, it's only been a few days, but it feels like forever. Once again, we've proved there's nothing we can't overcome. We're just that awesome.
Why Presentmon is using 25% of my CPU? What are you doing, man? Get out. Then that's why. That was the issue. Man, I hate this. Windows just sucks.
Wow, you sound even more confident than usual. Guess you really have become stronger. Today sure went by fast. It's night already. Oh wait, that reminds Paimon. The stars you mentioned, the ones that died out, are they back now?
Yes. The power Skofnunger stole has been returned. So, the stars have regained their light.
How does that work?
Great! Huh, it's crazy that you even noticed their light was gone. There are so many stars in the sky. If a few disappeared, Paimon definitely wouldn't be able to tell.
I suppose it's because I have gazed upon this sky for centuries.
Man, this looks so good.
The false stars, hanging in the meticulously planned sky, glittering with rotten light. It's not real. And yet, it is for that very reason that I can look upon it and enjoy the momentary peace it brings. Even the most
look at the
beautiful
sky,
of
it's very
bubbles has
peaceful.
to burst. We will return to the real universe one day, whether of our own volition or not. Time marches ever forward. Even the innocent and naive will taste life's bitterness. Yet through hardship, we grow until we learn to seize the sands of time for ourselves and uncover our true strength. Though we gaze upon a false sky, its vastness and majesty is palpable. One can only wonder, what is it going to take for kindness to reign supreme in the vast expanse of the universe?
Uh-oh, it's freezing. Again. Telemetry. Oh my god, Windows telemetry is here. Give me a second. I'll have to task this shit. Yep. The lag, I just realized, oh, the lag, it's the telemetry. Always happens at this time.
Ugh, this is all going over Paimon's head. But if she knows one thing, it's that the traveler always finds a way.
Yeah.
Ever since we met, she has filled Paimon's days with happiness. No matter how tough things get, she always finds a way to make it better. If it's too big a job for one person, then we'll do it with two. And if two's still not enough, then three.
Who's the third?
We've met so many amazing friends and accomplished so many amazing things. As long as we don't give up, we can make any wish come true.
I suppose when it comes to you, anything is possible. Well, I should be going. Now that my power is no longer isolated from my emotions, I need more practice to get used to it. I suppose fate will decide. Maybe we'll bump into each other on the street. Or maybe we'll reunite on a different planet entirely.
Different planet? Are we getting new planet in Genshin?
Regardless, reunions and partings are but passing moments. More than anything,
We're getting new planet in Genshin.
I hope
Let's
that
go.
at the end of this journey, wherever it takes us, we one without war.
No.
Pain. Regardless, reunions and partings are but passing moments.
More than
anything,
in the end, whatever
I
takes
hope
us, we
that
stand
at the end of
world
this journey, wherever it
reborn.
takes us.
Okay. The war pain forced parting, one where new life can bloom, even where there was once nothing but scorched earth.
For this, we must all work to become stronger.
Of course, Master. Thank you for the
If
training.
that's what you want to call me, I won't object. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Master. She's leaving.
Bye!
I guess this is the end. We can't be here
Is it
forever.
just Paimon, or is she being nicer than before? We definitely count as friends after all that, don't you think? Hey, what do you think about camping here tonight? There's nothing quite like sleeping under the stars.
Yeah, this is kind of nice place. You can see the freaking dragon spine.
Come tomorrow, we can continue our journey. Oh, and since Paimon treated you to that super nice meal at Wanmin restaurant, it's about time you returned the favor.
Bro, are we really counting that? How many times have I feed you? With my own pocket money. I mean, I kind of didn't spend any more, but you know, story-wise. Story-wise. We got a guitar? Ah, we got a guitar. Ain't no way. Use cards to play Lingering Euphoria. How do I... Oh, these are chords. Oh. I can find the next note. I can find the next note. I can play it on the guitar, but I can't play it here. Yeah, I don't think it's even here. Go to instrument, metronome, general settings. Can I change keys? Oh, I can like change key bind, I guess. But kinda nice. But yeah, we finished it. It's over. The story. This is where the story ends. How many more do I need? It's 4:45. Oh. I can do this later, I guess. Yeah, I think this is it. I'll go. What's my resin looking like? Not full still. I'll do that story, main story, probably this weekend or next weekend. I'm not sure. It depends how I'm feeling. Why does sweet flower pop up? But yeah, thank you for watching. I'm gonna go bye-bye. I should have started a bit early, but it is what it is. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna go bye-bye. See you on Saturday. Yee.